State, a hotbed of passionate football fans. It is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Seminoles offense takes the field. Renegade was feeling his oats the last time these two got together as Florida State blew out the Gators.
And with that win, it just carried so much momentum throughout the rest of the season for the Seminoles and in the offseason as well. This is one of those games, if you win like that, you make a statement, not just in the state of Florida, but all across the country.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. He'll keep it himself. Tackle was made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Florida's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. In the middle, it stops. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Pulls it in, it stops. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grab behind the line, it's Johnson. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn it upfield for the first.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive. Turning it on! We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team. And they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
Now on 1st down from the 30. With the catch, it's Singleton. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Sperry. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They're working that left side. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. What a disappointment. No good. So it'll stay 3-0 after the missed field goal.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Gators will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter and it's Florida on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. After the break, they'll go back to work. Out of the gun to give to the back. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Back to pass, it's Sperry. Makes the catch. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years. But
looking deep down the right side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Guys, you might know Florida State was once a women's college, didn't start playing football until later, and in fact, didn't start playing the Gators until 1958.
Even though they haven't been playing a long time, this game has featured so many of the biggest names in the sport.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Gators send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that returned to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but another missed field goal doomed that effort. Hand off from the shotgun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first step.
Breaks into the open. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. To the air, it's Berry. Quarterback now breaking the field. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Seminoles are threatening in the red zone. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one splits the uprights. And that's going to tie it up. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that Pac-12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Washington State was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Pullman. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake up the Pac-12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At the 35, he's loose. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. To the air on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Caught over the middle. It's Dykes. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls out.
The give to the tailback. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. He wants to change this route. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just, you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, it's been a defensive struggle so far in this game. In the first half, we saw that. And I guess the question is in the second half, can these defenses keep it up? It looks like this one can. Getting a sack there on second down. They're still playing with a tremendous sense of urgency.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Seminoles in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, create...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Florida State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they're putting drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Hits him with a stiff arm. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
He's got it. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Gators will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The RPO, it's complete. There he goes. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And the Noles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll give it to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Noles will have it 1st and 10. Complete to the right. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. A design run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pocket breaking down. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Rides the back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Johnson. Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Finds his man. It's Dykes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else he'll take a shot. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. It is perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He'll pull it on the read. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear.
Turning it on! He'll be stopped right at the 40-yard line, and do they dare try to convert from their own territory on fourth down? No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Off the RPO, complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Seminoles are on the move.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this is so frustrating late in the game when you got to get the football back and you can't stop them. My goodness, this drive's been going play after play after play. This defense has got to find a way to bow up, make something happen, get a stop, and get the football back.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Working that left side now. Touchdown Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you. Middle Tennessee made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing in Murfreesboro. One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Finds his big tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Snagged in the middle. It's Dykes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Motion from the back. Wants to throw it. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Dykes. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback can go in the other direction.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice. Everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It was vitriolic, it was intense, and it went to the Seminoles as Florida State will dine on Gator after winning in this rivalry matchup. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.